Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? So, thank you very much for joining me this very late evening. It's November the 15th. It's about 4 in the morning right now, Central Standard Time. And we're going to take a look at the market and do a summary, and especially on Bitcoin and my position right now. So earlier today, this is what I wrote down, okay, for the notes trading. So we're going to do a market summary tonight. You guys all see this that I wrote earlier today. That BTC was very interesting. It's 2% from the golden ratio. Do price analysis throughout the day. Monitor 2-hour candle closes. Look for bullish candle. Monitor high-low RSI, like a higher low RSI on the 2-hour plus time frames. And then XRP I wrote it's within 5% of support range. 6 hours showed hammer. 8 hours showed dragonfly doji. 55% probability of a bounce, which is the reason why I actually entered this position right here for XRP. I'll be accumulating up to about, I'm guessing 40,000 XRP, which will give me a very decent price right here, or a decent position of about $10,000. So right now I'm only 0.78% up. It's nothing much at all, but I plan to go for a very healthy gain on XRP. Just to show you, the gain on my XRP will be fairly substantial in my opinion if I get a $10,000 position. I'll be looking at it to retrace this entire structure right here, okay? That entire fib structure. If I actually did nail the bottom, my RR yields a phenomenal one. I'm in all the way from 265, which is already 1% up, okay? My stop loss is going to be slightly below here, at 1% about, maybe 2% at most, and I'm going to go for a huge 7% gain on a $10,000 position, which is yielding me at 3.33 RR. That's amazing. 6.67% gain, so I'm going for a 700% win. Okay, let's do this with you guys right here, okay? 40,000 right here. My base price will be roughly, I'm going to show you guys what I plan to do, okay? Right here, I plan to accumulate even more on the bounce here, okay? Because already XRP ended up going up about 3% here. So I will be buying in again around 266-ish. So right now I got, right here, I'm in at 12,500. I already got it at an average price of 0.265. Okay, 0.26533. I want to be very accurate. 0.26533. So right now, purchase price is 0.26533. I'm at 12,500 coins. My target is going to be roughly, decent target, we'll say about 282-ish. Okay, so target 1 is 282, target 2 is 0.282, something like that, and my stop loss is going to be at 256, okay, 0.256. Target 2 is 282 as well, so that's not bad right here. I don't know why this is yielding me a pretty weird stop loss. 28295, 256. Entries 265. It's very odd. Okay, here we go. This makes a lot more sense now. I changed it to 25944. Right, my stop loss is right here, 25944. Or I put 66 here, but I'll change this in a sec. It freezes up on me here, okay? 0.25944. There we go. So my risk is about 3. The math adds up 3.33. Just some of the decimals are off here, but that's fine. I'm cool with that. 2533 I should put in here. Yeah, okay, so we're looking pretty good with an RR of about 3 to 1-ish. So from this right here, I'm looking to profit roughly 213 just from my current position. But of course, I'll be playing way more than that, right? So what am I going to be playing here? I'm going to be adding another, say, 37. You know what, let's just be realistic here. I'm not going to get the position size that I want. I'm probably going to add in again a 256, 255 or something like that. Yeah, so my average price will be about 0.26522. Yeah, 25,000 position. Okay, this looks good to me here now. Possible profit of 6.49% here. $430, 6.62. Just the calculations are a little bit off because I'm too tired to get it very accurate. Alright, so now that you know my position, let's get into the XRP part because it's the position that I'm in, and then we're going to do an overall summary of all of this, okay? Okay, first of all, can we respect this, guys? Okay, let's respect this right here, what just happened. Cool? Or even something like that. Right? Can we respect that right there? So we can see exactly why it was bouncing off of here. This has been established for about 9 days, or sorry, it's been established for 4 days, 15 hours now. We got rejected really hard when we got up there, okay? But I think we're actually going to break out of this specific point right now. The 10-hour chart is actually proving to be beautiful on all coins, in my opinion. The reason why the 10-hour chart is the most beautiful is because it has the chance, excuse me for scrolling there, it has the chance to cross over very soon. The 8-hour chart is just about to cross over as well, and the 6-hour chart is definitely on the bottom side. That is setting up for a massive bull run. Excuse me, I got the hiccups right now. I'm gonna explain to you guys the logic behind this, okay? This shit is gold, honestly, man. Like, sometimes I think of my content and the stuff that I'm offering and the stuff that I teach and the way that I do it, and I know exactly my self-worth, honestly. And honestly, I don't get a penny for doing this for you guys, you know. I just do it because I really enjoy doing it. And I can get up at 3 in the morning and just do this by myself and make $500-600, which I do all the time, right, as you guys know. But I very much so enjoy making videos for you guys a lot more, and you have no idea the satisfaction I get when you guys make a trade. I got one of the coolest messages from my buddy, and you know, I love how friends become, or sorry, followers become friends later. This person said to me, you know what, he's basically just letting me know that he made freaking $3,200 today because of my content and stuff like that, right? And he's actually flying in from another province just to come to my Santa Claus parade. So it's kind of cool to know that I have this kind of impact on people. And trust me when I say, guys, that it's always up to you to learn, right? You could buy all the content you want in the world, but if it's only gonna sit on the shelf, well, it's not a problem with the content, man, it's a problem with you, right? So this is what we're looking at right now, where we get the one crossover. So let's call the first box the green one, okay? The first crossover. And then the second one, we're looking for it right here. We'll call this one like a blue box, okay? First one is blue, second one is, or first one's green, second one's blue. We're waiting for that blue crossover right here to happen, because this is what sets you up for a really good formula for success. But we gotta talk about Bitcoin now, okay? So we're talking about Bitcoin, and we're talking about an awesome candle. This candle right here is what you would call an inverted pin bar. Alright, so we're not talking about an inverted hammer. Sometimes it's seen on an uptrend, but you would usually call it a shooting star. But on the downtrend, what you would call it is basically an inverted hammer. Think of a hammer and you flip it upside down, okay? What do you see right here? You see an inverted hammer that's about to close in 2 hours, okay? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Look at the 4-hour chart. This is just freaking disgustingly beautiful. This inverted hammer. Look at the volume that we just got on there. This spike is nice. I don't give a crap that we didn't break out of this resistance right now, because this right here is indicative that the bulls are on. They're on the offense, man. Like, I'm not joking around right now, guys. Okay, look, we're doing it like this right here. You guys see this support, or whatever you want to call it? You can draw it like that if you want, okay? You can draw it like that, however you want. You can draw it from these connecting points. You can draw it from this connecting point, whatever you want, right? But the point is that this specific region right here is where the contention was. And that was a 1.5% rejection on every exchange. This is on Binance, just so you know. So you know it's not Tether FUD, okay? This just spiked up today a whopping amount, guys. We're talking 3.5%, because what's significant about this 3.5% is that it fell down and we're getting a higher high now, guys. Okay? This one right here, we're gonna call this one the yellow line. Psychologically, these lines are really important. I'm in a really serious mood tonight, if you guys can't tell, okay? Because right now, I'm trading for you guys. I don't want to trade. I've only agreed to play less than 5k or 10k at most for the public now, for safety. But I'm also trading on the side on another account just for me, right? So I'm in a position where I want to make sure that you guys are just caught up to me, because these trades that I'm talking about, they're basically my own trades as well, right? And I do this full time for a living, so I take it very seriously when I'm trying to educate you guys. So right now, the yellow line is a very significant one, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. What do you see on the yellow line here? What do you guys see? Check this out. You see a huge bull wick right now on the 4 hour, and the wick is exactly in between the yellow and the white line. So that's one resistance. Second resistance, let's take out the yellow line now and pretend it's not there. Second resistance is clearly identified as well in the 4 hour, where the wick just touched it, right? So now what I am scared of, to be quite honest, is this death cross, okay? But I think that the bulls are actually going to rally extremely hard and break well above that and not let us get to where I think where I don't want it to get, which is the 8k range. So right now we are within, we hit the golden ratio by 0.47% today. So the psychology behind this right here, the inverted hammer, is beautiful. Let me talk about it very quickly. We're gonna make this green. The psychology of the candle gives you a good gauge of basically what is going on and why the bulls are starting to regain control. Okay, so this is a bullish pin bar equivalent kind of candle, right? The bullish pin bar is significant because this right here is the open. Okay, this is the O. Open. Okay, this is the close right here. That's the close, and this is actually the open slash L, which is the open slash low, and this is the high, obviously. Okay, so because this is the high, that's the close, and that's the open and low. What it means is that the candle, okay, started right here somewhere. It opened up, like, if you take a look at here, right, this is the open for this previous candle. This one here is the close. So obviously the open is going to be on the bottom right here. Okay, so the significance of that is this: the bulls opened up there, and then throughout this candle they pushed it all the way to the top like that. But somewhere throughout that entire candle of the 4 hours, the bears could have been going back and forth, but the point is the bulls started there, they pushed it all the way back up. The bears fought them and pushed it back down. But this candle is very symbolic because it is signifying the first time that the bulls are actually making an attempt on the offense. And that is what that wick, that huge wick, symbolizes, okay? So it is saying that the bulls are actually not just defending anymore, they're also attacking, which is very important in my opinion. So now I'm extremely interested in perhaps adding more to my XRP position, because I want to get up to 40k, not dollars, but 40,000, which is about 10,000 American dollars. But of course, right now I gotta wait and be extremely patient because this death cross is actually worrying me. Excuse me. Let me have a sip of some water. I don't like getting up at 4 in the morning because I get very congested and I'm kind of a cranky person. But you want to make the money, man? Get your ass up. Honestly. Anyone follow me for a long time, you guys know my schedule and the hard work that I put in. I used to make a lot of videos for you guys at the most odd hours because the market dictated my schedule, right? So you guys liking that candle so far? Alright, so we talked about the resistances. We talked about everything for Bitcoin that we could for now in a short time frame. Don't forget here for a moment, this major support range that I identified. And if you go further back, this thing right here is quite nuts. I'm just playing a song. I'm just gonna play the same songs from the beginning. It's kind of soothing. Actually, you know what, guys? Hang on a second. I'm gonna go to Chicago, right? And you'll also see here that this was a really strong place of support, right? Or resistance. So we're going to see some reaction here. This could have been a very beautiful squeeze, right? Where the bulls were attempting to push it back up, but the bears tried to shut them down there. Yeah, so I'm very unsure of this right now, but it is getting very tight, as you can see, right? Just generally speaking. And I think that right now we're in a point where this could be an ending, excuse me, an ending fifth wave diagonal that we're going to be looking for. If I go to the 30-minute chart, that's the one that I like the most, to be quite honest. When I do something like that, we see it get narrow, much more narrow, squeezing to the point where it's going to get into this apex region within a day, and something drastic is going to happen, and in my opinion, it's going to go up, right? We've been talking about this green box for a really long time, folks, which is right in between the 0.5, middle of the 0.5 and the golden pocket range. And I cannot help but think that in this small range is going to be a very beautiful bounce to the upside soon. It's coming more and more into fruition as the days go by. But anyways, I don't want to do a Bitcoin technical analysis. EOS, not that interesting, guys, still. Nothing is really that interesting. EOS only spiked up a small amount, 3% there. It's now hovering specifically at the 200 EMA on the 3-hour chart here, right? Where we're getting a support right there. Hasn't broken below it yet. It was sandwiched currently between here, moving back to the upside. Histogram is finally going positive. On the 4-hour, it's going positive as well by a lot, actually. Huge ticks to the upside. It's trying to break above the 55 EMA, but got rejected right there. There's a lot of pressure right now, in my opinion. Yeah, it's very difficult for me to do an incredibly detailed technical analysis for EOS because there's not that much data yet, and it's very skewed, in my opinion. Is this relaxing? Listen to this again, guys. This is my favorite band in the world. They're called Two Cellos. I tried to see them when I was in France. I tried to see them when I was in Italy, and I never got a chance to see them. And I would give anything to go see them. So anyways, we take a look at this possible channel that's forming here for EOS, and we clearly see that the next possible target could be very huge, all the way at the upper range of $3.75 for a massive gain. But that's only if and only if Bitcoin actually ends up rallying as well. XRP, you know my thoughts already on it. We'll skip it. Ethereum right now is boring as heck. Same thing almost, okay, as EOS. I think we might have wrote that before. Actually, it was very interesting as well. Sorry, my mistake there. Okay, it didn't break out of the lower channel, but I think it actually did now. Yeah, it did now, right? Throughout the day. So it ended up breaking pretty hard there to the 180 ranges, and then it ended up spiking back up about 4%. So that was a big gain. It tried to get back into the bullish side. Check out what I actually just said. F does not break down below channel. Very interesting. But if you take a look at EOS notes of mine and LTC, it says may try to get back into the bullish channel, which heavily implies that this right here was the bullish channel for Ethereum clearly, and it fell below it after EOS and after LTC, meaning it's lagging behind both of them right now. So right now, F is not that interesting, and we easily conclude that F has lagged behind out of all of them, okay? F does not break down, then we're just going to keep taking notes for next few days, right? Next day, we're just going to keep a little summary of it. Actually, we know. I don't need to do it for you guys, because I do it for myself. So let's just summarize this, okay? You know that F finally breaks outside the channel, down out of the channel, which indicates it's lagging much further behind than EOS and LTC. It tried to break back into the bullish channel, but failed with a rejection wick. Okay, that's exactly what happened right here. The rejection wick was really nasty. That happened just now. All right, now let's take a look at LTC. Exact same thing. I don't even want to get into it too much, but it's doing the exact same thing, right? It broke out of it. Now it's trying to get back into it, but it didn't even get that close to it. It completely missed it. It only got to the 55 EMA, right? And now NEO is trending to the lower side of the support right here. Clearly we're going to find some sort of support right here because of this region, as well. So the $12 we find support for NEO. Pretty funny that I call this like with flying colors, and my accuracy rate has just been lately, right guys? My accuracy rate, seriously, like it's questionable how good I am at, like not how good, but like how crazy accurate I've been for the past few like weeks, months, years. Like damn, right? Like I said, we're gonna hit exactly the 382 Fibonacci range, guys, and I nailed it with flying friggin' colors, man. So guys, these are my thoughts right now. General consensus of the market is that Bitcoin is very much so getting rejected at 8.8K range, but there's a very strong high probability that this inverted bullish hammer is going to set the way to a very beautiful rally if we do hit close to the 618 Fibonacci region. So that's my consensus of the market right now, that Bitcoin is consolidating very hard with a very bullish candle on the higher time frames that could pave way to a very bullish run for the next few weeks, in my opinion, because we have done nothing but downtrended for weeks now, right? For about a week, more than that. For how long? We've been consolidating for 3 weeks now, so it's time. Look at this RSI. It's beautiful on every single time frame. Look at the 10-hour especially. It is just lighting up right now and saying, you know what, there's something that could happen soon. Go to a lower one, actually. Go to like an 8-hour. Bitcoin right here on an 8-hour is just, you know, it looks like it might have a chance. I'm not guaranteeing anything because I'm not a wizard, but I do see the formula for a possible uptrend. And of course it could always be a fake out, but I'm only going on based off of what I see right now, okay? I apologize if my words are getting jumbled. It's very early in the morning right now, and I'm not exactly a 4 a.m. kind of person, so yeah. So I'll see you guys later today. These are my thoughts for the evening. I'm in a long position for XRP. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to consolidate a little bit, and I want to see if we're going to get an altcoin rally. Let's take a look at CMC very, very quickly before I go to bed. Last time it was at 65.9, still at 65.9. Alright, volume is picking up for Bitcoin slightly as well right now. Yesterday we were at, I think, $17,000. 19,000 actually. It's not bad. 17,000 was the day before. 19,000. We're now at 19 billion. I meant 19.8 billion. We've actually gained $800 million in volume, which is about equal to about 4% increase in volume right now, which is amazing. 5% increase in volume, beautiful. Okay, Philakone crypto.